Hello, explorers. We just wanted to open today's show a little different as we have a very special message from everybody's favorite postman. He just wanted to thank each and everyone for your support and kind donations as he nears his goal for raising money for his amazing brother, Doug. Doug is sadly coming to the end of his life and is an amazing young man. And we at Explore the Force just wanted to send Mike all our thoughts and well wishes and thank everyone in this amazing community again for their kind donations, supportive messages, and just being great for Mike. Mike, we're always thinking of you. Can't wait to get you back, buddy.
What have I seen that stick?
Jedi.
That's no moon. It's a space station.
Always a pleasure to meet you.
And my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy!
You failed, Your Highness. I'm a Jedi.
Did you hear about the cantina owner who moved his business to Cloud City?
Go on.
He really raised the bar.
And that was a good one as well. I'll give you that one. That was a really good one.
Yeah.
I like it. Awesome. Hello, explorers, and welcome to the only international Star Wars podcast covering half the world, but only 0.5% of the galaxy. I'm Jack, and as always, thank you for joining us wherever you are in the Star Wars universe.
Yes, welcome to Explore the Force, where we cover all things Star Wars. I'm Jimmy, and as always, welcome back or welcome along if you are new.
And if you are joining us new today for episode 142 and you get a chance, don't forget to give us a cheeky rating and like and share and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. No Charlie today. She's still poorly. Jimmy, how are you holding up though?
I am good. Kansas is a weird state. We had a cold day last Monday, and then this Monday it's going to be maybe 50 degrees.
What?
So it's going to be like a 50-degree swing in a week. There's possibilities of temperatures reaching the 60s on Thursday, so it's a bit weird. But yeah, I'm fine overall. Just keeping Mike and his family in our thoughts and prayers here at the Adams household. How about you?
Awesome. Yeah, pretty much the same. We went from like minus 24. It's currently 6 degrees out. So yeah, something's definitely strange on this side of the pond. It's not like the UK where it's either miserable all the time or a little bit of sun going on. But no. Right, let's head into this week's Force Encounters.
My ally is the Force.
Cool. What you got for us this week, Jimmy? What's your Force Encounter?
Oh man. Well, I was chatting with our friend Mike, a guy who loves Star Wars, on Saturday, and he was under the weather, so I just kind of sent him a little message, telling him I was hoping he's feeling better. And I ended up going on his show that Saturday about an hour later to help him out. And we had an absolute blast. We talked Star Wars for 2 hours, and it felt like it was 10 minutes. It was crazy. I couldn't believe when he was like, all right, we got to wrap this up. And I was like, oh, for what? And I was like, oh my goodness, we've been on here for 2 hours. That guy's enthusiasm for Star Wars is contagious. If you haven't checked out his live streams, folks, you need to. A guy who loves Star Wars on YouTube. And we need more people like him in Star Wars. You know, it was funny too how much stuff he and I thought alike, and, you know, like all of us, with just trying to find positive ways to enjoy Star Wars. So that was a lot of fun. And his community is huge, and they're really positive, and they were real welcoming. So that was awesome. Just a big shout out to a guy who loves Star Wars, Mike. And yeah, so that was kind of the big one for me, I guess. I can't even remember. I know I've done their Star Wars things, but
Yeah.
can't remember after 2 hours of talking Star Wars.
Oh, just a blur. Oh, mate, I've had super FOMO this weekend. I've been watching some of the events people have been attending over the weekend at Newark Festival of the Force. Seeing Mark Newbold there, interviewing guests. I think he's up to 2,000 something now guests interviewed in his podcasting career. So congratulations to you, Mark. Jay was on there as well for the first time. One of the artists from Tops, amazing young man. Fantastic work. But yeah, these are the events that I'm really missing. So obviously now I'm in Canada, I'm not going to anywhere near as many events. But there
Told
is
you it
certain
sucks,
events.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's bad. It is bad.
You guys have stuff in the UK like once a month you could go to a Star Wars event.
Easy.
I mean, it's nuts.
And that's the thing, Festival of the Force has just wrapped up. Amazing lineup. Great job to the guys and girls running that. And there's some awesome events still coming up in the UK. Charlie's, luckily enough, managed to get herself to go to Echo Base Live. Again, a fantastic event. Can't wait to see the pictures and everyone's guys and girls costumes and that. And also another amazing event that's coming up in the UK, funnily enough, is Star Wars Fan Fun Day, run by a fellow listener of the show, Neil Livesey, as well. We're going to get him on the show at some point and talk a little bit about that. So, yeah, really bad FOMO at the minute, Jimmy. Really, really bad FOMO.
I say, because I think I know you were talking about Fan Expo, but Rebel ScumCon's not until August. How are you going to make it?
I know. It's killing me.
They just announced Brendan Wayne and Lateef are going to be back.
Yes.
So that's exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm really excited to go to the event actually over here. Finally meet all our American listeners, friends, colleagues, etc. So, yeah, that FOMO will get turned upside down, hopefully. Right, speaking of things being turned upside down, let's head over to this week's news in Batuu.
The people in this crowd will soon be among almost 40,000.
For those who are among the 900 with news media or promotional tickets, the sneak preview probably should be the only chance to see the Empire Strikes Back.
All right. My wife is not going to want to hear this segment, I don't think.
Oh, dear.
But
oh, dear.
Yeah, so we've got, was it 5 new sets, 6 new sets?
8 sets.
Oh, gosh. Oh, boy. 8 new sets of Star Wars. They got that smart chip in them. And at first I was like, yeah, I'm not buying any of these. This is silly. This is for little kids. And then I'm sitting here scrolling through this ad, and I was like, oh, the Millennium Falcon looks cool. The ATST looks cool. Yoda Dagobah training looks cool. You got, oh, my gosh. So, yeah, we'll just kind of go through these, but and prices seem all right. I'm curious about this smart minifig and smart tag thing. So,
yeah,
just for curiosity and for our listeners' sake, I might just bite the bullet and buy something. Just not for my own goodness, not for me, but for the listeners and the viewers. I'll make the sacrifice and I'll plunge into some of that. But it looks like that you can add the smart plays to some of these things. But first we got the Millennium Falcon, another Millennium Falcon, which looks pretty cool. A little tiny one, kind of like the one they released for the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so that looks pretty sick. And
Darth Vader's TIE Fighter as well.
Yeah, it's Vader's TIE Fighter.
We got Throne Room Duel, A-Wing coming as well. Luke's X-Wing Red 5 as well. This looks awesome. This Luke's Land Speeder set.
Yeah.
Big,
that Mos Eisley set will go nicely with it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you have that. Yeah, it's like, at first I was like, yeah, there's no way. These are all kind of repeat things. Although that training session, the Yoda training session on Dagobah with like Luke and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. So, there's a ton of things coming out. Again, I know I was kind of skeptical of the smart play stuff.
Yeah.
But it looks like it might be kind of fun.
They missed a trick on the Mos Eisley Cantina stuff, though. The music's not the Cantina band music.
Oh, it's not?
No, they missed a trick there. They missed a
Why
huge trick
would
there.
they do that?
No idea. Everything else looks really cool. Like I said, the Luke Land Speeder set looks great. I'm liking Vader's TIE Fighter as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Cantina set. I was looking into it and it started playing the music. Again, you think Mos Eisley Cantina, the iconic music.
Yeah, so just a quick rundown. You got the Millennium Falcon, Mos Eisley Cantina, ATST Endor attacks. You're going to get some Ewoks with that one. You got Yoda's Hut and Jedi Training, Luke's Land Speeder, and then on the smart side of things, you've got Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, Luke's Red 5, X-Wing, and then the Throne Room Duel. So you got a bunch of new Legos coming out.
Oh, yeah.
And some of them are straight up smart play. Some of them have a little bit different elements to them, but they're all interactive in one way or another. Add smart brick to play interactive. So yeah, so you can do what you will with these things, and I think that's kind of fun for kids too. Like,
yeah.
When no one's looking, I might play with my Legos and stuff like that. But when I speak out loud about it, I'm like, oh no, they're just collector's items. But so as a kid though, This will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And they're a lot
Super.
cooler than I thought they were.
Yeah, super exciting news there. What other news have we got, Jimmy?
Okay, well, we just talked recently about the transition from Kathleen Kennedy and however you felt about her, and to President and CEO Dave Filoni, and then co-president Lin-Wen Brennan. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a mouthful. It's going to take a minute for me to get that one all the time. But and now rumors are spreading like wildfire that Bob Iger has done anywhere between, and some of the rumors say as early as the end of February, and some say at the end of 2026 that he could be done. And if people don't remember, he stepped down. He tried to step down in 2015. People don't really know this about him. He tried to step down in 2015, and he had a guy that was working with him. That guy left in frustration, went away. And then in 19 or 20, he did officially step down, and Bob Chapek came in and blew up Disney and started losing money and stuff like that. And the board, the shareholders were not happy. And now there's more rumors that he's, like I said, getting ready to step down again. Hopefully they'll find a replacement that it doesn't need to come back and try to save Disney. I don't know if he necessarily has saved Disney. I was reading the LA Times, which is not something I usually do. But there's a really good article there. If you type in Bob Iger, LA Times, it's a really good article. And it goes into some depth about, for us as common, normal human beings that just live our life on a daily, we cannot wrap our head around the egos and the intricacies and the money that's flying around in these positions. I mean, the one guy was talking in here, the guy who's headhunting for this, he helped at, I can't remember what company it was, but to keep people from leaving, they all got like $20 million bonuses.
Wow.
Because when Bob Chapek took over, people left Disney because they were mad that they didn't get the job. Right. And so they're trying to, this is what people don't think about. And Mike and I talked about this a little bit. If you replace him internally, and that's right now, Josh D'Amaro, I think, is the front runner.
That's mad.
That you're upsetting all these other really high, all these people are, excelling at what they do in a way that I don't know if we can necessarily wrap our brains around how those jobs kind of work. But you've got a lot of egos, and you've got a lot of, and it would be like anything. Like if you got passed over for promotion and, everyone can understand that. But yeah, there's so much that goes on to this. We had two front runners. One is Josh. Where is he here? Josh D'Amaro. He actually works in Disney right now. And then there's an outside, Josh D'Amaro, chairman of Disney Parks, Experiences and Products. So there's that. And then I'm going to scroll down here because this article is lengthy. And we also have Dana Walden at Disney 2025 up front. So she is not from, she is. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to find out where she works with the entertainment side of Disney. So they're both actually Disney people. But here's the thing. If you hire Dana, what does Josh do? Because then if Josh gets mad and leaves, then you have that whole transition. So it's not just as simple as Bob saying, yeah, I'm done. I should have been done in 2015. I should have been done in 2020. But, balancing all these egos and all this money and all these different things, it's complicated, and it could really it could mess up Star Wars for a while.
Oh yeah. Because
the relationships, like you and I talked about this, I think last week, Jack, where, even with Bob Iger still in the number one spot, he's got to have this relationship with Lin-Wen and Dave. But now if that position changes, you got all these different relationships that are happening. And I just think there's going to be a little bit of chaos in Star Wars and Disney. So, how do you feel about that? Especially after the Hunt for Ben Solo news, how do you feel about Bob Iger finally stepping down and hopefully for his sake, not having to come back?
Yeah, that's a really good point as well you brought up there with the Ben Solo rumors, news, etc. Hopefully he is leaving again on good terms, but I think the Disney ship definitely needs to settle in with all the changes and what's going on. Maybe we're going to have a bit more of a quiet period again from Star Wars. We don't really know if there's anything on the horizon TV wise after Ahsoka season 2. So who knows? Yeah, could be dark times ahead.
Yeah, I mean, unless the only thing I can think about, and I guess those are kind of falls into those rumors that like the heir to the Empire is going to become the next Disney streaming show, but who knows about that if that's happening?
Who knows? Who knows?
And we got one last good bit of news before we dive into Jack stuff. Steven Spielberg is an official EGOT winner. So he's got, there's only like 21 people that have gotten the EGOT. So he goes, and this is for music by John Williams documentary from, was that just last year that came out?
Yeah. It feels like it's been around forever.
Yeah, I feel like that has been. Yeah. So folks, if you have Disney Plus and you haven't checked out music by John Williams, and they all called him Johnny, which was pretty funny to hear. It's kind of weird, but they have won a Grammy for the music, which seems kind of weird for John Williams' music, but only 21 people have achieved the status of winning an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony in their careers, including Spielberg, Mel Brooks, Audrey Hepburn, Whoopi Goldberg, Elton John, John Legend, just to name a few, Viola Davis, Jennifer Hudson. So there's not a long list, like 21 people in all of entertainment have ever won this. That's crazy. Steven Spielberg just keeps adding to his greatness and to his legacy as far as the awards and things like that that guy gets. And they're all well-deserved, obviously.
Yeah, massively. Next bit of news we've got ties in nicely to the main show, but it's the news about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. There are big changes happening. T-bit and then prequel bit, hopefully. You can have a proper day out with it. But no, looks good, sounds great. Like I said, it leads us nicely onto the main show where we have a lovely guest joining myself this week. And she's recently just got back from Galaxy's Edge. So let's hear what she had to say.
It's just a simple jump to hyperspace and we're there. What's so tricky about that?
Plenty. Can't plot a direct course to Kessel. You might want to buckle up, baby.
Hello, explorers, and welcome to a very special extra episode. And joining me is the wonderful Commander Taylor. Taylor, how have you been?
I've been a little bit busy. Well, I'm always busy, but no, I've been great. We have a lot to talk about today.
We do. Taylor's been away, and as everyone keeps asking, when's Taylor coming back? When's Taylor come back? You don't realize how busy this girl is. She's got so many projects on the go, as well as family life, as well as work. So Taylor's going to be popping on as and when she can. But today, we have something very special lined up. Taylor, why don't you tell the listeners and the viewers where you have been?
I guess I've been back for about maybe 2 weeks, but I just got back from Orlando, Florida. So I went to Galaxy's Edge and it was amazing. And I'm going to tell you guys all about it. So if you don't want it spoiled for you, then maybe save this for later because I'm just going to go full
out. 100%. Now, in this episode, we've got a few topics we're going to be talking about. We're going to talk about the price, the food, the rides, the lightsaber building, and just the park in general. A couple of other things as well that Taylor have seen and experienced. Obviously, she went there with the family as well. So, again, it is geared towards any families, anything like that, anything you want to look at leading up to your trip in Galaxy's Edge. Obviously, we've got Celebration Star Wars coming in 27. So Florida could be on one of the bucket lists for anyone that's traveling over there as well. So this is going to be the episode for you guys and girls, and hopefully it helps with any planning, budgeting, or anything like that. Straight off the bat, the tickets as they stand currently. Okay, obviously prices may change, probably will change. You're talking around $2,000. That's just for 2 adults and a child between the age of 3 and 9. And then obviously your hotel is going to vary wherever you stay. It depends again how far you want to travel in and out. So the hotel prices we're not really going to discuss because again, that's up to you where you book it. Obviously, I think the most important price you're looking at for 2 adults, 1 kid is just over $2,000. However, Taylor has sent me a ton of pictures. Look how happy she is. Good to go. Obviously, I had no idea I was making this little PowerPoint. Absolutely
Oh gosh.
love it. Taylor, just for those that are listening and viewing, tell them a little bit about this picture, where you are.
I am, oh goodness. I think I'm right in front of I'm either right in front of the entrance to Oga's Cantina, so I'm looking at this now, or I'm at Savvy's shop of like antiquities. So they all kind of, I don't want to, this is horrible. I don't want to say like they all kind of look the same, but I was just running back and forth and losing my mind, and some of it just I can't 100% remember. And and everything's with like the Orabish writing. So
Nice.
letters and stuff. So if you're going to go, you should definitely try to memorize like how to read this, or at least bring yourself a little like a keynote or something. Like I have my phone pulled up and I was like reading stuff, and like my husband's like, "How are we supposed to know what any of this is?" I'm like, "Are you joking? You don't know what this is already?" So it's so immersive, like right away, and like, oh, it's so fun. I
Nice.
was like, I don't want to say I was like pushing children out of the way, but I was definitely like, it's my turn for photos. It means more to me. So
brilliant. We'll come on to the
yeah.
crowd actually, because that's always a big one, I think, for theme parks. You know, the crowd and the other people around it. Obviously, we've already spoken about how immersive it is. Like I said, we've got a ton of pictures here. I mean, look at that. Who's not going to be happy sitting in the Falcon? How was that experience there?
Oh, it was so good. So this is actually part of the lineup into Smuggler's Run, which is the Millennium Falcon ride. And when you're in the lineups, it's so like you can see the spot where Han and Leia are like having their scoundrel chat. Like there's that spot there.
Yeah.
You could like everyone's getting photos here. This is like right before you go into like the smaller part of the queue. So they separate you into smaller groups, and then you head off towards your chunk of the Falcon. And people actually don't even know that you can jump out of line and take photos of this stuff. Like we know this because we've seen it, but people were like, "Oh, can I really want to get a photo, but I'm nervous." And I'm like, "Here I go right now. Can you take a photo?" At least random people. But yeah, this was the second time I went on it because the lineup was actually a 90-minute wait.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and Billy and Abby, my husband and daughter, did not want to wait in the line. Like they just weren't for it. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm going. But there's actually a single rider line right at the
Yeah.
beginning.
That's
And
good.
yeah, and I jumped right on that, and I literally am just walking through the Millennium Falcon by myself. Like I don't see the person in front of me. There's no one behind me so far. And like it was so cool, just like the plugs on the walls and everything. And because I'm in the single rider line, you end up right there at the front already. Like you've walked through the caverns and you're there. And I guess
Yeah.
where you're standing is like a thing that says like this is the engineer entrance or whatever. So then the people that have their family of 4 or 5 or whatever walk up, and then it's like, oh, there's the engineer that's supposed to be coming with you on your run. So you yourself are already put into like a character. So I'm like, heck yeah, I'm an
Nice.
engineer. I'm actually the freaking maintenance supervisor over at the zoo in Canada. Like I'll fix this damn thing. We'll get going. So it was really fun. And I ended up jumping off and getting right back on it. And the first time I did it, so okay, here's one for parents. The Millennium Falcon ride is also a game. So you're piloting the Falcon, and Hondo has just assigned you with like, you got to steal this thing from the First Order, and we're going to steal it, and we're going to head over here, whatever. And that's part of it. Like you have to chase it, and you're like firing these like things to try and grab the oh, I can't even think of it right now, but the power fuel thing. And the first time I went on it, it was like, I swear, a 4-year-old child. And the parents are like, you can drive, Courtney. Yeah, you'll love it. So I spent the first ride scraping the Millennium Falcon across the ground of Coruscant and like hitting every single thing you can because a 4-year-old is driving it. But I was still loving it because you're inside the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon, and like I'm pushing buttons, and it's just like I'm literally just like because we're just hitting everything. So I'm like So it was great, but then the second time I jumped on it was like teenagers were driving it, and I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. And we did pretty well, and we got like a better high score, and like, well, better score. I won't say high score, but it was like two different things. It was like two different
Yeah.
rides that I had gone on.
That's
So
incredible.
yeah, and apparently they're even adding like the Mando and Grogu storyline as well in
Yeah.
2026, and then there's also the hidden Chewbacca like code. If you jump on the Falcon and you push these buttons like tuk, 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 in this exact like frequency or
Yeah.
sequence,
Yeah.
and then it does like a Chewbacca thing, but I obviously wasn't in the front, so I couldn't do that.
Nice.
But just waiting in line and getting on this ride was so fun. Like I don't even care.
That's insane. You don't hear that every day where people go to like theme parks and they're happy to queue up. I mean, us British, we are renowned for queuing. We love a good queue. Like we're happy.
Yeah.
But an hour and a half for a ride is long. I mean, we've got theme parks in the UK that are long, but like you said, if you can take photos and that hour is going to absolutely fly by. Sort of backtracking as well. What's the sort of opening times for the theme park on the day that you went? Is it a good 14, 12 hours?
What was it? It was Hollywood. This is in Hollywood Studios, which I actually didn't even go to any of the other parts of Hollywood Studios. We just beelined it straight to Star Tours, and then we went right to Galaxy's Edge, and then we ended up leaving from there. But I think we got there. I think the park opened at 8. It's all a blur.
Yeah.
But I think it opened at 8, and it was one of the parks that closed early, so it closed at 6. So
Yeah.
I got park hoppers, which
Nice.
is an extra like $160 a ticket a day. But then you can jump back over to Magic Kingdom or
Yeah.
Animal Kingdom if you wanted to. So it was, the day went by really fast, but
Yeah,
it was
it
one of
would,
the shorter days. Yeah, I guess this time of year as well, it closed early because of the holiday Christmas party, like the Mickey's Christmas
Yeah.
party thing too. So it's closing
Yeah.
earlier as well. But I didn't feel like I was rushed. I felt like I
Good.
had definitely had enough time to do everything I wanted to do and then go back and do stuff again. But it's
Nice.
huge. Like it's so much bigger than you actually think that it's going to be. Like
Yeah.
it's like around a corner and then around another corner and then like
It just
up these
keeps going.
stairs. Yeah, you don't even expect it to be as big as it is. And then when I was looking at the map for Disneyland, I think
Yeah.
it might even be bigger in Disneyland, but I
What
don't
what
know
was
that
the
for a fact.
what was the crowds like? So I know there's some pictures and we will get to them. It doesn't look too busy on the day that you went. I know we mentioned the times as well. I know it varies on the dates. Usually it's 8 till midnight. I've just read.
Yeah, usually.
Again, depends on the dates. But yeah, what were the crowds like? Was it busy?
It wasn't too bad. It was what I expected actually. But we like beelined it straight for there right as we got to Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
And it like in the morning before 11 o'clock, it wasn't bad. Like I could take photos without people all in my photos. But then after lunch kind of time, I think is when people started heading over from other parks or people are waking up and coming.
Yeah.
And by
Yeah.
the
Get there
afternoon,
early.
it was, yeah, but by the afternoon, it was crazy busy. And I only learned this later, but it's because that was the same week as American Thanksgiving, which I'm
Yeah.
Canadian, so I don't 100% pay attention to that. And
Yeah.
every like student and child is off school as of Monday,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is the
See.
day that I went.
Yeah.
So
Got you.
yeah, so it did fill up quite a bit later in the afternoon, but at that point I had already had all of my fun photos and like everything that I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I wasn't
Oh,
upset
nice. You
that I
got the
was.
majority in. I mean, again, there's another
Yeah.
picture here with you standing in front. You know, the banners, the attention to detail. It's absolutely superb. What's going on in this picture, Taylor?
So that door doesn't open, but it's just where was that? That is kind of close to where the First Order kind of lands their ship.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the like you said, the attention to detail is insane. Like you touch that door behind you and it's a big cold metal door. Like, and it's not smooth and like airbrushed. It's like sandblasted. Like and the rock is all, it doesn't feel like hollow rock. Like it's
It's
crazy.
proper. It's realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of the metal
This is the
fixtures
outstanding
and stuff.
picture.
Yes, and all of the metal fixtures and stuff, they're all
Yeah.
real metal. Like it's in person, up close, it's insane. Like as soon as we walked under that arch, it's like you're walking to the arch and oh my gosh, I can hear Disney music playing. I can hear people, I can hear the popcorn machine going, and then you walk through the arch and it's like the air like stops and you don't hear anything. And then you walk and the light just comes and all of a sudden the air is different. The smell is different. The sounds, it's like the lighting is it's amazing. And you just look ahead and you're like, "Oh my god!" And it's the drink stand with the little with
Right.
the little like
We'll come on.
Nader's
We'll come on to the drinks because we've got some good pictures lined up with you with the food and the drinks. These are one of my favorite pictures that you sent. Obviously, this is the Falcon here. I guess, and this is the lead-in. Is it to Smuggler's Run?
Where is it? Yeah. I think the like the actual going into it is around the corner actually, because you have to walk
Yeah.
through like the whole
These are some
cave
great
section.
shots.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know. Everyone's been posting pictures of their trip in Disneyland and Disney World, and they're trying to get all the people out of the photos and stuff. But you know what? The people being there is also a part of the story because all of the
Yeah.
vendors and like the actors that are in universe are like, wow, we've got a lot of special visitors to Batu today, and like, oh, everyone's wearing like this planet wears funny clothing. Like it's so cool how it's like, oh, a lot of the people here have staring problems. They're just staring at everything. It's just like, obviously we are.
Now there's some hidden details, obviously, on the Falcon, and there's little things. If you blink, you'll miss it. I'm
Yeah.
not going to spoil anything
Yeah.
too much on this. Also, we'll notice on this as well. It's not the classic round dish as well. It's a square one. I wonder if they change that every now and then. Anything
Yeah,
you picked up on the Falcon?
There was people pointing at like a little miniature falcon that was like tucked up away. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't really. I'm like I have glasses. I'm like half blind, so I was like, oh yeah, I see it, but I didn't. So,
Brilliant.
yeah. Well, here's me like losing it, looking up into the market because
This
all of
this
those
is one of my
hanging
favorite
things.
photos.
Yeah, look at the joy in my face there.
Your face here shows, if anyone watching this, the best way I can put this picture to those that aren't watching this is Taylor's realization of I've made it.
Yeah,
I'm
actually,
here. It's real.
I actually did get emotional and like I don't want to say I was like bawling, but like
Common theme, I
my
think.
yeah, my eyes are just like tearing up and my heart's just like going like crazy and it's just like this adrenaline that you've never felt ever. And like I think
Yeah.
I posted a video on Facebook and it's just me going into Star Tours. Like we haven't even got to Galaxy's Edge yet because Star Tours is outside of Galaxy's Edge because
Yeah.
the timing is different. And I'm like, I can't even walk in a straight line because I'm like jumping and like spinning and like pointing and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
And I just felt like a kid. And I don't even feel bad because 10 feet away from me, there's also a lady doing the same thing, freaking out at a water evaporator.
That's the thing. This theme park, you're all here for the same thing. It's like celebration. Everyone's there because they love Star Wars. Or
Yeah, like
love Star Wars.
exactly. You're pretty much high-fiving people that are like, yeah, this is awesome. And like I'm wearing my Andor shirt here that says I have friends everywhere. And you know how many people were like, yeah, that's an awesome shirt. I have had that shirt since the end of Andor like being aired and I have not gotten a single compliment on it until I was in the park.
That's it. It's one of those things where people recognize it. Tell me a bit more about this photo here, Taylor. What's going on?
So this is you walk through the market and there's all sorts of different little shops and they're all selling different things. Like it's like obviously, but we went into every one. Like one of them's like a critter stall and it has like all these stuffies and like the little like Tuca cats and stuff. And then like one's like all clothing and it's like really cool stuff. And like I don't even want to say it's like crappy quality because I grabbed this one big robe thing and it was like this full length dark green with like leather on the shoulders, like this crazy robe jacket. And I think it was like priced at like $185 US. Which is actually not that bad if you think, but if you wanted to buy that same kind of thing online somewhere like Etsy, it'd be like $480. So, and it was really cool, and it was like heavy, good quality. So that was like there. They had Jedi robes, which you can buy like
Nice.
the cheaper ones, but then you can also buy the ones that are like super thick fabric, and it's like, wow, this would probably be approved at a 501st.
And how
But
much
I
are
didn't
they
want to
sitting at?
spend. That one was 199. So for the thick, awesome full length robe,
I'd so
which
get a Jedi robe.
I was so close, but I ended up getting it's like a head shawl thing,
Nice.
which was like goes up your head and like, neck and stuff. So that was kind of cool. And then I
Sweet.
got like a bag that Poe Dameron wears, and
Yep.
it's like got all the bags on it and stuff. Um, so that was pretty cool. What else is in there? There's like a little wood carving shop that's supposed to be from Wookiees, but
Okay. Nice.
yeah, so it's like the Wookiees carved these little hand things, but it
Yep.
said be back in like 20, but he was never there. So what else is in there? Uh the shop of antiquities is not on this little curve. I think it's like outside on its own across from
Yeah.
Docking Bay 7. So, and that shop was pretty cool. It had like different kyber crystals and like the Sith holocrons and stuff. And I think it's
Nice.
even like a wayfinder actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So, and they're selling lightsabers and stuff in there too, like not the ones that you build.
Okay.
Um,
Sweet.
yeah, so I didn't see the Cal Kestis lightsaber though. Maybe they're done with that one.
Yeah, I
'Cause
think there was a
I,
limited edition where I think Maria
yeah,
Jade was the latest one off the top of my head that was
yeah,
being released.
maybe I didn't pay enough attention, but when I was in there, but
Probably
they
there's that much going on. I'm sure you'd miss one thing. Now, this photo. Tell me a bit about this photo.
let me see. This one, oh,
I mean, that is
I
a
think that,
big building.
yeah, I'm trying to remember where that is. It might be actually close to the washrooms. That might even be one of the washrooms, but like even right down to the garbage cans, like they're so immersive. Like there's not a single English word anywhere in the park. And like even you can't even tell which one is the recycling bin. Like you're
That's
like,
amazing. That's amazing.
yeah,
I know there was a big
yeah.
thing about the bins not that long ago when it first released. I know it cost nearly I think it was 2 billion total to build all of this. Like you
Oh,
mentioned, the attention to detail is incredible.
yeah.
Obviously, relating it to your work, is there a lot of people that are going around maintaining it? You know, like the gardeners, cleaners, etc., etc. What's the cleanliness like?
Oh, there was not a speck of garbage in this park. And yes, I work at the zoo in Vancouver, so I was noticing little things like this. And
Yeah.
the gardens are all like immaculate, and they've got little sprinkler systems in them that must go off every night. And this was actually the one park where there was no lizards, which weirded me out because in every single other park and everywhere you go in Florida or in Orlando, there is just these little lizards, and I think
Yeah.
they're called anoles, and you can buy them at like pet stores like PetSmart and stuff. But they're like running around everywhere, and if you're not looking where you're walking, you're like stepping on them, like in the movie Dinosaur, where she's like shoo shoo. Um, but this park didn't have any of them, so I'm not really sure what they do to deter them there. But they
Oh,
definitely make it immersive, like or
maybe it's
not
the Wookiees
immersive, but
chasing
like
around the park.
yeah.
Again, another photo, smiling again, beaming smile. Tell me a little bit about this photo as well, Tay.
This one was the control panel to go into the docking bay where the First Order had parked their ship.
Yep.
I took this photo, and right after I took this photo, a stormtrooper yelled at me to get away from there. but but you're obviously allowed to be there and take photos, but they're still like,
Yeah.
"Oh, why are you taking why are you taking hollow shots and stuff?" And it's like, oh, that hollow projector is unauthorized, and then they try to take your phone from you, and you're like, like running away.
Nice.
So it's just like little things. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay, this is
Talk to me about the costumers going around.
okay. So this is Vi Marati. She is in a couple of the books. She's in the Black Spire book,
Yeah.
and I want to say that she was in Phasma, but maybe she wasn't. It was like those books kind of go hand in hand. Um, but so I have blue hair, and this character has blue hair. She is the spy that Leia has sent from the rebellion to come and find new hideouts and new people for the resistance. Sorry.
Yeah.
And so she's there looking to recruit people. And the First Order is there because they're actually looking for this big dagger, and that's part of the story. So Kylo's looking for this big like Sith dagger thing, but they also
Yeah.
know
Nice.
but they also know that there's resistance spies running around, and that's the description of the one that they're looking for, is the girl with blue hair. So I was over at the they're doing their little First Order Stormtrooper Kylo Ren search, and he's like pulling kids up on the stage and ask them if they've seen the spy and all this stuff, and I'm like trying to get in there, like I'm trying to get like talk to the stormtroopers, but they're so focused on the kids. And I can't fault them for that, but I'm a kid, you know, like I get mistaken for an adult because of my age, but I'm a kid. And so I was a little bit like, oh, it's okay, it's fine. Let's go this way. And so we start walking past the blue milk area, and we're kind of walking away from the First Order show thing that they're doing.
Yeah.
And Vi walks up, and she looks at me and she goes, nice hair. And I was just like, and I start like fangirling all over the place. And she goes, I need your help. I need you to distract the First Order so that I can get to that hangar bay over there. I'm just like, oh, you got it. I got you. So I go running out, and I'm like, are you looking for me? And I'm just like, well, and Kylo's like, there's the spy. Get her. And then it's like, don't run, don't run. And so then we're like speed walking away. And she's like, you're gonna have to get. She's like, what'd she say? She's like, you're gonna have to get to the transports that are leaving the base over at the resistance area. And she's like pointing, like, get on that transport next. And it was like, oh, okay. So like we escape the First Order, and then we go and wait in the big long lineup for Rise of the Resistance. But it's a storyline, so like you're in the Resistance like base, and you can see all the pilots' outfits and like where they're putting all the blasters and stuff for now. And
Nice.
you're going through, and then of course like you get to the end, and the First Order finds you all and like busts down the side of the cave and like arrests you all and stuff. So it's it's like part of this whole big story. And like my 6-year-old daughter's like crying because she thinks it's real.
That's so good. That just shows how immersive it is. It's like you're there, like you've mentioned, then running around left, right, and Charlie, and it's like you're playing Star Wars.
Yeah, you're playing it. Like actually,
like being back at school as a kid and playing Star Wars.
Yeah, and like we go in, and I'm like, I like tell my husband, I'm like, okay, we gotta say bright suns because that means like have a good day. And he's like, you're insane. I'm like, no. And then we go in, and the first person is like, thank you, bright suns. I'm like, ha, I told you. So it's like, it's so fun. Like
nice.
All of it. Everyone's playing. All of the actors are like in their costume and stuff. Oh, here's me having blue milk.
Yeah, so we've got some photos of the food and the drink. Look at that.
That's the Ronto wrap. So
Ronto wrap.
Yeah, so there's like an option of 3 different ones, and my advice, the fruit cup, don't get it. Don't get it.
No.
It's like watermelon and cucumbers and like dragon fruit and like star fruit and all sorts of weird stuff, but it's got like salty seasoning all over it for like a Caesar, and then there's like hot barbecue sauce on top, and it's literally unedible. And me
what were the what were the prices like for some of these, Tay?
That fruit thing was $7.99, but I ended up just getting a photo of it because I couldn't eat it because it's actually like so nasty.
Yeah.
The Ronto wrap was $14.99, I believe.
Okay.
And I didn't get the one with breakfast egg in it. I just got the regular turkey and sausage one. The blue milk, I got the one with rum, so it was like $17.99.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was like $9.99. Like it was like almost double because I got the rum in it, which whatever, it was worth it. It was totally fine. I didn't get a chance to do the green milk. It was my plan because the green milk is like the citrus lime one.
Yeah.
And then it would come with tequila if you wanted it, or
wow.
Or the blue milk was like a blueberry dragon fruit thing. Like it wasn't the coconut one that I remember somebody saying it was. Not coconut, not at all.
No.
And that one came with rum, and I thought it was yummy, but it was also like part of the experience. If I wasn't at Galaxy's Edge, I don't know if I would actually order it.
Yeah.
Not that it wasn't good. It's just different.
It's not too bad then. I mean, some of the design concepts around it are absolutely fantastic. I love the idea of a Ronto wrap. I think that's a great idea. That fruit just sounds horrendous.
It was so horrendous. Like it was like you know, you get a Caesar drink, like the tomato
Yeah, yeah,
drink, and then they like put the rim in like salted celery salt or something.
yeah. No, not
It was
funny.
like that all over it. But and then with that weird spicy barbecue sauce, it's just not no. But the Ronto wrap had like cabbage and it was what else was it was like it had some weird sauce
Yeah.
and it was like a peppercorn sauce or something.
Okay. Yeah.
So it makes your mouth tingly.
Weird.
Like it's like a feeling. And like
Yeah, yeah.
my husband couldn't handle it. He's like, "Ugh," I'm like, no, it's burning. He's like, it's burning my mouth. I'm like, it's because it's not food that we know. Whatever. And I'm like
Yeah.
trying to justify it.
Get another rum
But
and blue milk. You'll be fine.
yeah, but I ate that whole thing and I left that area
Yeah.
kind of with my mouth like there's this like weird feeling. And then we ended up getting to go to Oga's Cantina at the very last minute because
Nice.
I tried to book Oga's Cantina like a month away and there was nothing. Like I don't even know, like it doesn't make sense.
Busy.
Like yeah, like so many people had pre-booked. And
Yeah.
then when we got there, I was checking the app to see, and somebody had canceled their spot at like 10 o'clock. So I'm like, we're going to the bar at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I got my Ronto wrap. And
Nice.
that was before I had the blue milk. But we left the Ronto wrap booth. We went into Oga's Cantina, and like the first drink I got was called a fuzzy tauntaun. And I order it because it's like citrus and all this like yumminess sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And the guy I order it from goes, "Oh, this isn't for human consumption. Like it'll melt your face off." I'm like, "Oh," but I order it anyways, obviously.
Yeah.
And when it comes, there's this huge like poof of like looks like foam on the top.
Yeah.
And I touched that with my mouth and my whole mouth was on fire because it was still on fire from the damn Ronto wrap. So it's like, oh, so my mouth's like on fire. Uh, and then I stole a straw and I was like trying to go through the foam at the top. And then
Yeah.
the bartender's like, "That's a cheat stick," and he's like yelling from the other side of the bar. I'm like, oh God. So I just threw it. And after I got through the foam at the top, it was a really good drink.
Nice.
But I actually had burnt mouth for like 3 days after leaving the park.
Ouch.
So,
Interesting. I wonder if there's like
Shoot.
allergy, like literally people like beware this has got nuts in and stuff like that.
It's
Is
got
there any of
to,
that?
but it's all in
Norbish.
Arabic, so you can't even tell.
I wonder where you stand with lawyers on that bit. Right. Anyway,
Yeah.
next bit. I am a big ship man, and that is one heck of a ship. The detail on this stuff is insane, in it.
Oh, it's so cool. And there's like power cords hanging out the bottom, and like it actually looks like there's a big charging unit behind it that it's plugging into, and like the lights are flickering like it's in the middle of charging. And it doesn't look like a big shiny fake prop. Like it looks like something that I could jump in and go on. Like it's so up close, it's so crazy. And I mean, if they didn't have these like fences around it, I feel like people would be all over these things. And like this was just one of the small ones too. Like there was I believe there was like a blue something or other too. And
Yeah,
oh,
ETA 2 X class.
yeah, it's there's something around every corner to get photos
Amazing.
with. So
Amazing.
yeah.
I mean,
Ugh. So this is right before I get chased by the First Order. So I think they're over talking to the kids right now, and they're like
Yeah.
trying to ask the kids if they've seen the spy anywhere, and I'm just like walking around, like, but yeah, because I had the drink, so that was right before I met the Resistance spy. So and that was pretty cool. It's like that's like backed right up against the wall.
Yeah.
Like the perimeter of the park. So it looks like they're walking right up into the ship, but they're just walking right out of the park. But Kylo Ren walks right out of there every 30 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is pretty cool. And then they do their little stage performance. And It's so funny because like the first order general or whatever he is, captain, is like,
Yeah.
look at this despicable excuse for a vacation. And he's just like so insulting. And he's just like, it's so great. He's like, look at this disgusting park. And it was so funny.
Nice.
Like they're so rude. Like even when you're getting arrested by the first order, they're like, how many in your party? And we're like 3. It's like, oh, get out of the way. And he's just like, move it. I'm like, oh my
I,
god, he's
I,
so rude. I love it.
I do like his tie echelon. I mean, look at the size comparison. Like you said, if Kylo Ren's coming out of that as well. I mean, is it just Kylo that comes out of that?
No, it's Kylo, the I guess the captain. Sorry, and the 2 stormtroopers come out of there.
Okay, nice.
Oh.
These are quirky. These are everywhere.
Oh my goodness, these are so great. There's also there was a third one. It was a Diet Coke, but I freaking hate Diet Coke. I don't even usually drink Coke, but I had to get it. So
Yeah.
we grabbed these and threw them in the bag, and we opened them while we were waiting in line for Rise of the Resistance, and that Sprite just exploded absolutely over all 3 of us.
Like little hand grenades.
Like actually, so Billy opens it, like he's gonna have a drink and like let me have a drink of it, and he opens it and it just like and it just sprays all over me. It sprays all over Abby's face because she's like face level with it when he's doing it. All over this lady's bag in front of us, and she's like, "Oh no worries!" Oh, and it's like, "Oh my god!"
I've heard about these. Aren't these supposed to be super expensive? These little drinks. How much were these?
Oh, I can't remember how much they were, but it wasn't even an option to not get them. Like I didn't even have to fight with Billy about it. It was just like, okay, we're getting them. So
They look cool. They do look cool.
yeah. I've got them up here in the show. Don't mind me in
Well,
my
yeah, you crack on.
pajamas.
These sort of things though you could use, and these would be the perfect Christmas tree decorations.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna hang them on my tree.
Yeah,
But, yeah, and they're
their
big
size of them
too.
is huge.
They look small in when I'm doing this right now, but they're like
Yeah.
they're very big. So what does it even say?
Get some string around that. It's a cheeky little Christmas decoration.
Yeah, it's a double for sure.
How much does it hold inside of one of them?
One serving size, 1 bottle.
Fair enough.
13.5 ounces.
Oh, so it's not a great deal.
Well,
But yeah, like you said, we're getting sidetracked on this bit. It's that immersive experience. Like I said, you got the Sprite, you got the Coke, and it's all in Aurebesh as well, which is again a little cheeky nod. Nice,
yeah, and
nice.
yeah, it's like a little bit different of a font than like it's like a different.
It's cool.
Planet.
It's cool. I like it. Tell me about this structure, Taylor. What's this?
This one is, I think this is the side of Docking Bay 7.
Okay.
Which is like the food little restaurant kind of type deal. But we had just eaten at Ronto Wrap, so we didn't end up going there. But then when I looked at the menu later, it kind of had the same stuff that you can get in the marketplace and in Oga's Cantina. So, and you have to book a spot to even really get in there. So, this is the shop of antiquities.
This looks insane.
Yeah, there's like you can buy like masks and stuff in there. This is where the lightsabers were also for sale.
Price wise, expensive, affordable.
I don't see if it was in Canadian dollars, then the numbers would be like, wow, this is not too bad.
Yeah.
But knowing that I have to add like a third of the cost onto it because it's American is kind of like, so I didn't buy too much in there. I think I might not have actually bought anything in that one.
Yeah.
I didn't buy a ton of stuff either. I did it more for like the experience because it's just fun.
That's what
But
it's
there was
about.
a guy in there like talking to the person behind the counter about this mask, and it's like super shiny on the front, and I don't know why I can't even think of where this mask is from. Like if anything, it kind of looks like the eye from like the High Republic, like his mask.
No,
but
it's
it
something
might have
from
been
the Old Republic, maybe then.
it might have, because there's a lot of Old Republic stuff coming out right now. So,
There
and it
is.
was like brand new on the shelf. And she was telling this guy that on the other side of the mask, you can see completely through it. Like it's awesome. It's so shiny on the front, but it's like you can see right through it from the other side, which is cool. So
this is one heck of a picture. Walking under one of those bad boys. Is this
Star
is this
Tours,
like
which is
okay? So it's the start
outside
of Star
of
Tours.
Galaxy's Edge, and we went so early in the morning that Darth Vader wasn't there yet. But when
Yeah.
we were leaving the park, Darth Vader's walking all underneath those, and he's interacting with all the people, and he was really good at like actually spending time talking to the kids, like as much as you can in a Darth Vader costume. But
Yeah, yeah.
like he wasn't rushing through or ignoring anybody, which was so nice. Like they want to talk to you. Like these actors love this. Like they're
Yeah.
commenting on your stuff, they're asking you questions, like they're even like, "Oh, do you know how to get here?" And I'm like, "I don't know, sorry. You work here." Oh. So,
Oh, brilliant.
yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
What about this
Oh,
place?
this is so cool. Like all of those little hangy lanterns and stuff. So that is like probably the far side of the market because there's like a big part where you walk around the corner and it has all the stuff
Yeah.
hanging. But everything hanging is like it's individually hung. So all of it's like swinging separately, like in the
Oh,
wind.
nice.
Like some of them have little dangly metal pieces. You can hear the metal like dinging. It's so cool. Like it's all metal. It's all like real.
It's unreal that. Well, I say it's unreal, but yeah, it's appreciated. I think it's what the words I'm looking for here, because again, it just adds to your experience. I mean, look how happy you are. You got your
I
saber.
was so happy. Oh my god, yeah. So yeah, we did the
We'll come back to that one. We'll come back to that
yeah,
one. Talk to me about the lightsaber stuff.
yeah. So I signed up to do the lightsaber building 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And it was like limited spots. So I don't think that if I was in the park and decided, oh, I want to do it, I don't think you could, like,
No.
unless someone's canceled. And
Yeah.
then that's like we were able to get into Oga's because somebody canceled at the last minute.
Yeah.
But the lightsaber thing is a little bit more in depth, and like you
Yeah.
have to like you get like a card, and then you get like a pin that goes with it, and then you get to pick which like lightsaber like the design that you want, and it comes with like multiple bits that you can choose from. So it's like the same theme color, like color theme,
Yeah.
but then you put it together how you want. And but I thought, it would be super selfish of me to do it myself. So I booked it for Abby, my 6-year-old. And then I got to stand with her, like right beside her while she did the whole thing.
Nice.
And it was it was amazing. Like it's so
This is the highlight for you.
Oh, the lightsaber. Yes, that I was totally crying. So I like makeup squished into the top of my eyebrows, like crying.
Oh,
Um,
mate.
yeah, and then I was like, I'll carry the lightsaber. I don't even care. I'll carry it. So Abby built the one that she really wanted, which was like it was the last few pieces of the special May the 4th saber from 2025.
Okay.
But
Nice.
as of 2026, you won't be able to make that one anymore.
Yeah.
There was one that was more High Republic-y that I was looking at, and Abby really liked that one too, but the guy said this one's available always. So we kind of went for let's
Makes
get the one that
sense.
not everybody's gonna have.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a bit of a I mean, it sucks a little bit to have to carry the thing around, but also how many people are looking at you jealous that they know you just got to do that? And it was like, oh, how are we gonna get it home on the plane? Well, you know what? I'm gonna carry it right on the plane with me. Like I don't even care.
Yeah.
So you just take the blade out, and then it's folds a little bit smaller, and then the worst part that you're dealing with is just the blade that you're carrying, but it like fits right on the ground underneath your seat or right up
Yeah,
against the window if
perfect.
you got a window. Yeah, so it was like if you guys are questioning whether or not to get the lightsaber while you're there because you don't know if you're going to be able to bring it back, just do it. You'll bring it back. You'll be fine.
Nice.
They're
Nice.
not going to say anything about it because there's also 3 other people on the same plane that have the same issue.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Nice. This then, talk to me.
This was right when we got arrested by the First Order. This is part of the lineup for Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah.
So you go through the whole cavern and you see all like where the Resistance has been living and working and everything, and then a door opens and you pretty much all of a sudden get arrested by like officers, and they've got like blasters, and you're just like, oh, and they're like, move along, we're arresting you, and you're just like, you guys are arrested for being part of the Resistance and all this stuff, and we're like, whoa. And you go up in a shuttle, it's like brings you up, and then opens the door, and this is like right there with all the soldiers. Half of those guys, well, we'll say like a couple of them in the front are actual actors, so some of them move a little bit, like
Yeah,
they,
yeah,
but a lot of them are robot or what or
yeah.
fake,
Like
whatever they are.
costume props. Yeah,
Yeah, but one thing that people don't know is because this is technically still the lineup, you don't even feel like it because you're getting yelled at by first order people. They're asking you like where you've been, and they're
yeah,
pretty much ripping apart your vacation, saying this is the worst planet we've ever landed on. It's just the horrible.
yeah.
It's great. It's great. But people don't know, but you can actually walk over and get pictures with everything in this whole big hangar bay right here.
Wow.
So it looks like they're rushing you along to because you're walking in, then you turn to the right and you start going into the jail cells. But they're not going to push you too fast because they actually don't mind you getting photos. And then once you're in the jail cell, you're actually waiting for like maybe like 3 minutes until you
Yeah.
get saved by someone. So, um,
Interesting.
yeah, but when
Nice.
you get in this area, make sure you get photos. You can get photos with up close. You can walk right out of the little lineup area because it's like you walk in, you're a big crowd of people. Like there's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
at this point there's no lineup. You're just all in there as a big crowd, and then they're like, stick with your groups, or else you'll be separated and sold off. And it's like, oh,
Nice. Okay,
so.
nice. Abby enjoying the
Okay.
Mando?
Yeah. So Abby really wanted to wear a Grogu shirt because Abby loves Grogu.
Yeah.
So she's wearing a Grogu shirt and it's got like, oh, explore the galaxy on there. And I didn't even know that Mando was going to be in the park because he's not in the park every day. It's like
No.
random days. And we go around the corner and there's this huge crowd of people and it's like a mob moving. And you can see the security guard kind of deal in the back. And he's kind of telling everyone, like, make sure you keep your space. Like, he's got explosive on his belt. Like, just keep your
Yeah.
space. But but because I've worn these helmets and stuff before, you really can't see anything.
Can't
So if
see.
he
Yeah.
were to just turn, he could hit a kid in the head with his hand by accident. So, but he walked out from the crowd and away from the security guy, the handler, and he points at Abby's shirt and he goes, "Would you like to meet Grogu?" And it was in Pedro Pascal's voice, like so crazy, and it was like slow and just like so calm. And he and Abby is like, "Yeah," and he just turns ever so slightly. I swear his hands weren't pushing buttons or anything. And Grogu just turns his head, wiggles his ears, blinks, and he's like, "Whoa!" And he does this little noise. And Abby just loved it. And she's like waving at him. And I swear he's like waving back at her. And it was so crazy. And then we go to walk away after this photo, and so many people tried to get up there to get photos with him. And that handler was like, "Nope, nope, nope. We're on a mission. We're on our way somewhere. We got bounties to get." And it's like, you
That's
can't
incredible.
stop them. Yeah. So he purposely like pulled her out of the crowd. It was so nice.
That's so good. That's so good.
Yeah.
This is my favorite photo. Look at you two.
This is, if you look closely, I'm totally crying.
Yeah.
This is right inside, right after we just finished building that lightsaber. There's that guy behind us that looks like we're about to knock him right out. He's the one who's like telling you how to build your saber, and
Yeah.
he's like telling this story about like the history of lightsabers, and like Jedi masters used to build these back in the day to protect the galaxy.
Oh, I
And
love it.
like,
I
yeah, I'm just like
absolutely
getting goosebumps just thinking about it right now. And it's just like this whole like big story, and the lights like flicker and change, and the music is so loud, and it's like background music. And he's obviously got like this perfect script because
Yeah.
the script goes exactly with the music. So he'll say something, and it's like, and the saber comes to life, and then the music is just so good, and like it's so good, and like all this, and you got to plug in all the sabers, and like we're activating them with this big like ceremony,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Nice.
it's so good. Oh, look, there's the Explore the Force hat.
There it is, representing. Love it. Absolutely love it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Tay, right, before we wrap up, again, your pictures looked amazing. Thanks so much for sharing them and the other photos as well that you'd sent. We'll finish up with a couple of top tips. I know you've already mentioned some of them. Obviously, make sure that you're taking photos while you're waiting in line. A lot of people didn't know that. You know, interacting with
Yes.
people is a big one. What other top tips have you got, Tay?
Well, if you're gonna get a Ronto wrap, share it with someone because it's spicy, but not in like
Yeah.
a spicy way. It's like makes your mouth like numb. I don't
Yeah.
know. Definitely download the Disney World or Disneyland app on your phone, because then
Yeah.
it shows you exactly how long the wait times are and stuff, and then you can continuously check and see if someone's canceled for something else. Like if you really want to go to Oga's Cantina, which I definitely recommend. It's such an experience, and like the bartender is like talking you up and telling you stories and like, oh, this, and then there's even like
Nice.
a worker, there's like a worker down the bar, and he's just telling people around him stories of his latest like smuggling run, and like,
Wow.
oh, like I went to this planet, I've never been there before, the folks are real weird, they're all blue, and it's just like, so there's like someone there telling stories.
Oh
There's
wow.
like the DJ's going up at the top. The girl beside us like totally spilled her drink everywhere, and they gave us like a whole bunch of free drinks because of it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, next time we're gonna accidentally spill a drink.
Yeah.
Um, the food, if you are super hungry, I would say bring a lunch.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the food in the park, it's super fun and it's like an experience, and you're like, it's Star Wars food, it tastes horrible, but I loved it. But if you're actually hungry, bring something to eat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because we even got like the charcuterie board in Oga's Cantina, and like the food on it's like unidentifiable. Like there's like hummus, I think, but it's like hummus with honey, so it doesn't taste quite the same. And there's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
pickled peppers and like weird
The food alone
cheeses.
sounds amazing.
It's fun because it's like this is exactly what it'd be like in Star Wars. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you wouldn't like the food because it's from a different planet or whatever. So that was cool. Bring a lunch, bring water for sure
Yeah.
because buying water sucks.
Yeah.
Kids can get free water if you go up and ask for a kid's ice water. They'll give it to you for free with the little cup and everything. Like you don't have, and unfortunately, you had to wait in line.
Yeah.
It wasn't too hot and sunny this time of year. So, and we went in November, end of November.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too bad. So like none of us got sunburns, but I was definitely wearing like a tank top and like shorts.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Advice. Don't get lost. It's hard. It's kind of hard to get lost because it all is like rock face, and I mean you figure it out, but
Nice.
and don't get mad at the people that are also there enjoying it because they're having just as much fun as you are, so don't
Yeah.
ruin it for anyone else.
Yeah.
So
No, that's a good bit of advice.
yeah,
Last
and
question.
offer to take people's photos for them because then they'll usually be like, "You want one too?" I'm like, "Heck
Yeah.
yeah."
Yeah. Yeah. Good shout. Good shout.
Yeah.
Last question I got to ask you. Obviously, it's a bit money to get in. Obviously, you've done the experience, you've done all the rides, the foods, etc., etc., etc. Is it something that you can repeatedly do? So, for example, would you go there again? You probably would, but would you go there after the second or third time?
I don't know. Maybe like I'm thinking of it as like from my husband's point of view,
Yeah.
and he probably wouldn't want to go after a third time. But even talking with him, who's not biased about Star Wars, he said that Galaxy's Edge was the best park. It really was. Like
Nice.
I know Disney is very like, oh, Disneyland, Mickey Mouse, like all the
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
magic and stuff, and it's like the fireworks and everything. But like Galaxy's Edge is just so good. Like it's so themed. There's just so much going on. It's so fun.
Awesome.
So he liked it the most out of our whole trip, and we went to like Animal Kingdom and stuff too. So, but I can see like people like us going back more times because we want to wear a
Yeah.
costume
Yeah.
when we go, or like we're gonna
Nice.
go for these kind of photos. So, like, I think we could go multiple times and still have fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Tay, for taking the time to come on and talk about your Galaxy's Edge adventure. Super
Yeah, thanks for
appreciate that.
running.
Not a problem. I look forward again to having you on in the future, in next year, hopefully, when your schedule frees up a little bit more. To everybody that's listening and viewing, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Explore the Force, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Threads, Blue Sky, and YouTube. And please don't forget to remember to subscribe over on YouTube so you can get all the notifications of all the content that is coming your way. Taylor, thank you very, very much. Take care. May the Force be with you. Any final words from yourself?
I guess just for me, for light and life.
There it is. Thank you very much for listening and viewing. May the force be with you all, always.
Bye.
Only now, at the end, do you understand?
Close your eyes. Feel it.
Wise as Master Yoda, as powerful as Master Windu.
They'll do their job well. I'll guarantee that.
I am going to end this once and for all.
Sure.
You were the chosen one.